Hi friends, welcome back. And thanks for the overwhelming response I'm getting for my channel. Thanks that you're sending me feedbacks that children are really enjoying and parents are liking my channel for their kids. Really thanks to all of you. This is really an inspiration for me. So today we'll be discussing about gross motor activities. As soon as your child goes near the age of 1, his or her gross motor skill starts developing. How to enhance this more? As they are growing up, you can tell them about your body parts. Like I have already made one video on body parts. You can go through that, how to introduce their body parts and how to make the props of the body parts well. As soon as they come to know these are my eyes, this is my cheek or my fingers. After that, as they get acquainted with their body parts, you can make a I can do chart. What kind of actions your child can do? Like I can walk, or I can crawl, I can dance. Can I dance? If they can dance, you can do that. And you can make a chart and enlist all the things they can do. And one by one you can tick it, or you can stick a picture beside it, whatever they can do. This will be very interesting for them. Like the body parts and actions, they'll get to know more about that. You can include in that I can crawl, I can sit, I can stand up, I can walk, I can run, I can hop, or I can jump, I can stand on one foot. All these things you can include in that. And there can be one more chart about the emotions. Like I can smile, I can laugh loud. Sometimes I can be angry. So you can make this kind of props also for them. I can be angry. Angry. Then sometimes when they're crying, are you crying? No. Then surprised and confused. Sad. And sometimes a little bit cheeky. You can make this emotions chart, or you can make emojis like this and show it to them. One by one you can show it to them. When are you feeling this today? So they'll get to know these are some emojis of my emotions. There are lots of games and activities which you can do and play with your kid at home. But I have selected 5 such important activities which you can regularly practice with them to improve their gross motor skills. My number 1 suggestion would be a bowling game. Most of you have seen bowling alleys, so we'll be arranging some bottles like the bowling alley at home. Okay, we can use this kind of bottles. Any plastic bottle is recommended, not any kind of glass bottle. Any kind of plastic bottle you can take, you can clean them, put some paint on it. You can put it that way also, but it will be more fun if you put some paint on it, and if you could draw an emoji or any kind of funny stickers you can stick on them. 3 to 5 bottles you place one after the other like this, and ask them to take a ball from a distance of 3 to 4 feet for a kid is okay. Pass the ball and drop the bottles just like in bowling alley. So this game is very interesting, and you can easily get the things at home and arrange them for your kid. Now number 2 would be spoon and balance race. Balancing is a very important part of gross motor activity. Like whenever a kid starts walking, he or she starts balancing himself or herself, then only they can walk. But at the beginning, when your child, suppose when your child is at the age of 1 to 1.5, spoon and lemon would be a little difficult for them to hold in their mouth. So what you can do is, you can just take a big a little bigger spoon like this, and you can put a ping pong size ball on it. Not too heavy balls, like lightweight balls are there. At first you just tell them to hold the spoon like this and walk with that. Not put it in their mouth. They'll just hold and walk, just to keep the ball balancing on the spoon. Suppose walking a distance of 10 foot. They go with this and they come back, and they go again and come back. Like 5 times you repeat this game with them. Once they're well acquainted with this, then you can try with a smaller spoon and lemon and ask to balance it. Number 3 would be walking on a platform. Again, this is a balancing act. Like, you can put a low platform and you can ask your kid to walk on it, putting 1 foot at a time and spreading their hands wide and balancing their body this way. Now, 1 layer brick is recommended. 1 layer brick height is recommended for this. You can do it with brick. You can do it with any low platforms at your home, or you can get wooden bricks from the play stores or online. You can get them and place one by one. You place 6 bricks and make a line and ask them to walk on it, putting 1 foot at a time. And of course, maintain some caution while playing this. Like, stay just with them so that they don't topple down, or you put some cushions. Of course, you're the parents, you know the best about your kid, so maintain this caution and play this game with them. One more thing I would recommend is throwing the ball in the bucket. Like, one by one you can ask them to throw the ball in the bucket or in the basket. Now this improves their hand-eye coordination, then their concentration levels also gets improved by this. And one more game I would recommend for them is a game of hopscotch. If at your home, if you have got the provision to draw on the floor, if you have got tiled floors, or if you have got laminated floors wherein you can draw with a chalk and erase it easily, then you can go for it. Like, draw a hopscotch pattern on your floor, just like this. I'll show you one. A simple one. Like this one, or any other pattern also you can draw on it. This you draw on the floor, writing the numbers 1 to 10, or you can do it with ABCD also, like this. Like this one, and ask them to hop on it from A to B, then from B to C, C to D. Like this, they'll hop and back. This improves again their overall gross motor skills. And if you don't have the provision of drawing these things on the floor, then you can make sheets like this. These are simple hard paper sheets laminated in circle you can make squares, and you can use them in different patterns afterwards also. While learning shapes and all, you can use them. On this, you stick some numbers one day, like any number you take and stick on them, like this. Or you can stick some alphabets again on them. Stick it with a sellotape with some alphabets on them, and place it just like a hopscotch and make them jump one by one, from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, and they'll hop on all this, and then they'll again count and know the numbers. So So they can jump that way, and at the same time they'll be knowing the numbers, counting, color coordination, everything will be involved in this game. Other than this, throwing or catching a ball is also very recommended, because this also improves their hand-eye coordination, the speed, distance, everything they start to measure and they start to act accordingly. Throwing and catching a ball is very important at this age. Like, first you take big balls, not the small ones. One more thing you can build for them at home for improving their gross motor skills, that is building a tunnel for them. You can totally open two boxes and join them and make a tunnel for your little one, and make some holes for them to peep out or put their hand and say hello and bye, and they'll enjoy that space of their own. And along with that, they'll also improve their gross motor skills by crawling, sitting, peeping, shaking hands. All those things will be done in that. And you can make it a brighter space by painting on it or putting their hand stamps on it. So this way you can practice all the gross motor activities. Now, along with the gross motor activities comes the fine motor skills of the kid. As soon as the gross motor skills develop, it's totally linked with the fine motor skills. Like afterwards they'll be concentrating on the fine motor activities. I'll make a separate video for that, wherein you'll get to see how to develop your fine motor skills activity of your kid. So till then, bye bye. Keep watching my channel and subscribe.